Straw Hut Media.
You know her from Shaws of Sunset. You know she doesn't hold back.
I feel like a guy would be like, I don't care if my girlfriend makes out with other chicks. It's hot, man, you know. But okay. All right, you're such a dude right now.
I mean, I don't want
Maybe you're non-binary.
Maybe I am.
Maybe you are.
Do you think I am?
I mean, not really. No, you.
No, I can't
you love dick. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Genuinely GG. I'm here with my girl Anita. I feel like the pampas grass always just has that vibe for you. Oh my God, they're gonna totally fall on your head right now.
Oh well. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm really excited. It is Pride Month, and I want to, kind of dedicate a lot of these episodes this month to Pride and just kind of continue that conversation and talk about, what Pride means to everyone, because it's different in different people's eyes, and it just means so much to so many different people around the world. So I want to do a little bit of a shift. I don't have anything written or prepared for this episode because I just kind of want to free wing it with my girl Anita over here. So I'm going to spark up my doobie. Actually, Let me do that right now. Oh, you threw your pen and paper down? Good job. Look at you getting in the mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came prepared for something.
Throw that bitch down.
Yes. Okay. Bring it on.
Got my little boost all later.
I guess I could take a. I'm not gonna take a hit, but I wouldn't mind a little bit of a
secondhand smoke?
No, because I have to go pack. I have to be. My mind has to be fully content in there. Okay, just a little relax.
I'm schwitzing over here.
I'll suck into teeth. Okay.
Did you suck your teeth?
Suck your teeth. Yeah.
No, suck your teeth. Suck your teeth.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
I didn't see it.
Did it really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay, and I feel it. I feel
smoke.
it. Yeah. I'm not gonna cough really, but I can cough a little. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I don't like.
Let's see. Oh, I saw
Did
it
it come a little bit?
oops.
It was the first one was more.
Oh, was it?
Oh my God.
Let's try again.
No, because you're. I know what you're
I'm
trying to do.
literally
I
sweating.
know what you're trying to do. Okay. I am sweating too.
Hold on.
I'm getting closer. Okay.
It's happening. It's all happening.
It came out a little bit.
Okay, so my joint is lit. Anita's about to be lit. I'm sweating all over my face, but that's okay. It's a price you pay to do a podcast in your small little studio that has no air conditioning inside your house.
That's all for you guys. All for you.
All for you guys. It's 110 outside. No AC in here. But let's talk about Pride. Anita, what I want to do this time, if you don't mind, is I would like if you and I can ask each other a couple questions. Maybe we each take about 5 to 10 minutes asking the other person questions in reference to Pride and the concept of Pride. And just kind of like weigh it out and what it means for us, individually. Are you cool with that?
I'm not prepared.
Are you high right now?
I don't think so.
I'm not prepared. I swear to God, I didn't write anything. I'm not. Okay. I just wanted to just wing it. Yeah, let's just wing it.
It's kind of fun, actually. So I might, have
I'll
a couple fuck ups. You go first to give me the kind of the tone of.
You first.
Yeah. Okay.
And just tap out of me being me and make it as if I'm a stranger. I'm an interviewer and I'm just asking you questions. Okay. All right. So Anita, you are a Persian woman. You're from Ohio.
Yeah.
So if you were to explain to me and to everybody, what is the gay community, the LGBTQIA community, like in Ohio or where you grew up? Let's go back to the 80s. What was it like?
That's a good question. There wasn't really anything back then. It was so I was in the 80s. I was like in junior high schoolish, right? And if everyone was in a closet.
Everyone was still in the closet.
In Ohio, we had no one was gay that I mean they came out way later. Even recently.
Really?
Like it's been on Facebook, you see something, whatever. But up until no one, and you always had your thoughts of that person, like, oh, they're in show choir, they're in this.
Were there certain terms? Ohioan, is that a word? Ohioan?
I think it's Ohioan. Daytonians. I'm from Dayton, so Daytonians, and then there's Ohioans.
So do Ohioans, did they have a term, a ridicule that they would use specifically? If they were like, you know, the F word that people have,
There's the F
is
word.
was that more common to be referenced in Ohio, somewhere like Ohio?
They would say that a lot. I don't want to say it, but the F word, yeah.
Yeah.
They would say it a lot, actually. So that was like a big insult in a sense to someone.
course.
So yeah.
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 Did
I
you
forgot
have
about that
gay
word.
friends? Did you have lesbian friends or gay friends?
Some of the people that I hung out with that came out later that like admitted to it, like I wasn't like really close with them, but they were, you know, like around. I knew them and their acquaintances and stuff, but none of my intimate friends
Never.
were gay or anything. But now as an older age, yeah, like
you
I
have
would
a
say
lot
like
of-
probably
right.
half my friends are like, you know, lesbian or, you know, gay, whatever they, you know, they but bisexual, and I have a lot of that. But growing up, it was just more of a hidden, everyone was scared.
Yeah.
And if you came out, then, you know, they would probably kick your ass kicked or whatever.
Wow.
So it was
Okay.
like,
Yeah, the 80s were rough.
yeah. There was one guy actually that they thought was, I forget his name, but they thought he was gay, and he ended up later coming out and he was.
Okay.
But he did get attacked in the parking lot like after hours, just because they thought maybe he was and
They
stuff.
they assumed that he was by
Yeah.
his demeanor.
Just by his demeanor and just because
Right.
of the social clubs that he was involved in and stuff.
Right.
But yeah,
So
it's
like you're now did you become extra exposed to the community once you moved to LA, or did you begin getting exposed before you moved here?
I'll say even in college, so that was high school and stuff. In college, I remember there was one guy that everyone thought was like gay, for example. This is in the Greek system. And he supposedly someone saw him on gay porn. And I don't know why that person saw him on gay porn and why he wasn't like, you know, looked at as like, why are you watching the gay porn? But that person ended up actually committing suicide.
Oh, no.
Because he was on it. He was trying to make money. He was doing both like gay porn and like heterosexual
Yeah.
porn. And then, is that right? Heterosexual porn? Does that make
Straight
sense? Straight
porn?
porn?
I
Straight
don't
porn.
know, yeah.
And then he ended up, because of all the crap that he got from all those people and stuff.
He committed suicide because he wasn't accepted.
He wasn't accepted, and they gave him such a hard time. So I'm sure there was a lot of like closet gays
Right.
in like at the Ohio State University, but again, I didn't know any. It weren't around me. It wasn't just anything that I really thought about,
Yeah.
which is it shows my ignorance because I just wasn't around it in a
Well,
sense.
Ohio
or
is
which I was
different.
sheltered, or I don't know. People just maybe.
Yeah. I mean, what about your family? Everyone's cool with it, and it was never spoken negatively in your household.
Never, no.
Yeah, so it was just whatever.
It was just whatever. It was just
Yeah.
never really brought up. It was never anything. And then after that, I came out to LA, and it was
Yeah.
just ran into
Ran into West Hollywood,
West
honey.
Hollywood, yeah, the gay bars.
Yes.
Actually, I take it a couple steps back. There was
Okay.
a club called 1470 West
Oh.
in Ohio.
Oh, y'all hear that?
Okay, so this is not me now. This is talking to my sister and my mom. This is how cool my mom and sister were.
Your mom is so cool, by
So
the way.
my mom and my sister used to go, and my sister turned old enough to go to this club on South Dixie Drive. And then there was another Persian girl and her mom, and they would go there
Really?
to the gay club because it's like a bunch of gay guys and like let's say lesbians, and no one's
kinda
gonna
like
hit
going
on
to the
you.
Abbey.
Yeah, and
Like
you're
going
just
to the Abbey. I
safe
get
there,
it.
and
I
then my
love-
dad
yeah,
would be like,
everyone goes to
"Go."
the
My dad
Abbey.
didn't care. So actually, no, my parents were, so they were actually really cool about it. I totally forgot about that.
Well, that's probably
I was
why
too
you're so
young.
cool about
I never
it.
got to go, and then it
Aw.
closed.
Oh.
But yeah, and they play the best music and stuff. So I guess my parents early on were okay with that
Right.
stuff, that introduced to us that it's okay and everyone's equal, whatever. And then coming out here was not even in. And again, like
Yeah.
most of my friends are.
Yeah.
Not most, but just-
what if you were to get married to someone, it's the love of your life, you guys are married, and let's say 2 years into the marriage, you guys have a kid, and he says, Anita, I think that I'm bi. He says he hasn't tried anything yet with another man, but he gets, feelings. How would you approach that?
I think at first I would feel like, oh my God, I'm making it about me. Like, oh my God, he's
Of
like not
course,
attracted
yeah.
to me anymore. And like, duh, and like,
Yeah.
and I'll take it so personally. And then I'll feel a little bit relieved that it's not, he's leaving me for another woman. He's like another guy.
Wow, that just goes to show how insecure women are. Really, wow. It's not about the act.
So I'm
It's
not
about the
competing-
opposing person.
So I'm not competing
Wow,
with a woman, I'm
okay.
competing with another man.
That's such a manly thing for you to have said right now. I feel like a guy would be like, I don't care if my girlfriend makes out with other chicks. It's hot, man, But okay. All right, you're such a dude right now.
I mean, I don't wanna
Maybe you're
see it.
non-binary.
Maybe I am.
Maybe you are.
Do you think I am?
I mean, not really. No, you.
No, I can't
You love dick.
I mean, I haven't seen one in a couple, like,
You and me
for a
both,
minute.
sister. But we are
But if I
both
do like
strictly
something, it would be that. So yeah, no, I think I would be like more hurt and whatever, and then I would probably just tell him to go do whatever he needs to do.
You'd be okay with it?
Because I don't think I would want to like be with him if he's gonna
Okay,
do
so
that.
you would. Oh, so you'd divorce him and say, just go be happy with someone else.
So if he's
Okay.
really considered, I don't know if it would end up in divorce or what, but I don't think I would want to be in like a
You don't want to
polyamory type of thing. No, it's not. What is this then? A
Well,
threesome?
I don't know if that's polyamory. I think that's unless you are deciding to make it polyamory that you're okay with also
No,
doing
just
that.
let him go do his thing.
That
If he's
sounds like he's saying
confused, I don't need
bye.
confusion in my life. Just keep paying the bills.
So
and
let's say
stuff
your
and-
child grows up and says, "Mommy, why did you and Daddy break up? Why did you guys get a divorce?"
How old is the kid now?
Your kid is 11, 12 years old.
Just be honest.
What will you say?
I'll just say like your dad likes a dick. No, I'm kidding.
Ah, shit. Damn.
That's it.
Really?
No, I was just.
What if Daddy has a very different story to tell little Timmy? You know, Daddy says, I loved Mommy and I didn't want to lose Mommy. And I told Mommy I don't want to lose her, but I love Mommy and I love other people too. What if your child is mad at you for not staying with Daddy? Because Daddy loves you still.
Well, I'm technically still with Daddy. Like we're gonna raise the kids together. It's not like it's not like a I don't think it'll be as bad of a divorce type of thing. That because he was honest with me. I'm just making that decision that, you know what, he's confused. Let him live his life and do his thing. But I think it would still be like raising the kids together and doing all that
But,
stuff.
like, we
and
just-
we would talk. We would have a talk with the kids together.
Coexisting.
Yeah, coexist.
Well, we just met with Jason Ellis, right? We just had this whole podcast episode with Jason Ellis, and his family is that, right?
Yeah.
He and his significant other have chosen that path, and he has kids, and he is pansexual, and they bi or open, and all that stuff that he says he is. I love that. I love that. I love that because it's like, I feel like he doesn't love his, woman or his whatever any less. He just loves more. I don't know.
I mean, I think for me, it's I look at it and I'm like, I'm totally okay with it, and good for Ellis, and good for all these other people that wouldn't live that. Maybe it's just not for me.
Not for you.
But then that makes me want to ask you the same question.
Yeah.
So if your husband comes up to you and says, or boyfriend, whatever, that he wants to explore, be bi or whatever, I
wouldn't want to be within that relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you would be okay with it.
No,
I'm surprised.
it's not that I'm not okay with it. I'm okay with it.
You just don't want to be
it's
in
just
it.
not.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Okay.
I'm
like, oh, we agreed on something once.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow. We need a chalkboard to write,
Oh,
and there'll be like
yeah.
a 1. And I wonder how many days it's been, since we've agreed on something.
Okay.
No, I don't think. But this is I'm interviewing you right now. Remember?
Well, okay, fine.
Okay. So, I think that's the end of my interview.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So it's all you. Let me hold on.
Okay, light up.
Lusa.
So am I supposed to come up with like another new questions or like the same ones?
No, I literally just made them up right now, and I asked whatever I wanted to, just getting people a chance to know where you come from and your views, maybe based on where you or we're from. You
Yeah.
have different, views. Someone who's from the South, there's 2 different types. Everyone assumes people from the South are racist and this and that. And there's not. Look at Adam. Reza's husband is from Oklahoma. He's as gay as it comes and filled with love.
I wonder when how he experienced. That's a
hard.
good. Yeah.
Hard. And I would
he
love
probably
to get
didn't come out till-
Adam to come in and do that because he grew up, he has a father that's, a military father and he's coming up in that with brothers.
Yeah.
And, oh man, his stories are beautiful. And I don't ever want to disrespect him to, say anything about his private stuff. I would love to, ask
That would
him to
be
be a guest.
amazing. I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah, being, there's just so many judgments,
Yeah.
I think we assume. So I'm just saying, when you're from Ohio, I really wanted the guests to see maybe it is the way we're being raised. It was your family being open with
actually-
that. Going to the gay bar with your family and mom, you know what I mean?
That's actually, I'm so happy that you asked, because no one's ever really asked me that, and I didn't really think about it. But
Welcome
yeah,
to Genuinely Gigi.
like I really didn't have like I had maybe gay people around me that I thought maybe were, but I treated them the same. But it was just never something that like. And then my mom and parents were pretty much okay with it, and then they would go to
See, there you go.
Yeah,
so
you're right. It's
has
a lot to do with how
your
you're raised,
upbringing, and
which leads me into my interview question for you.
Okay.
What? How is it with you in the Palisades? Because now Palos Verdes is still a little bit different than Hollywood and LA stuff. So how was that? And I already know your parents are freaking and awesome because I'm like obsessed with them. So I already know that you are who you are because of them. But you can answer your own question that I've asked you. I'm sorry.
I lost track of the question. What was the question?
So the question is being in Palos Verdes, how was it like growing up? Did you experience having gay friends or?
Okay, so I moved to Palos Verdes when I was just a teenager. I just, was young and I moved there. I grew up before that in Playa del Rey. Okay. So still kind of by the beach. I was always a beach girl. But my parents chose very specifically to not have my sister and I hang out with Persian communities and Persian families. We had our Persian friends. They had their Persian friends. But I think that they were looking for ways to raise their children intellectually and diverse. Okay. They see the box that so many Persians live in, which is very sad. And I think my parents were completely rebelling against that. I think that's why I grew up in places and I went to schools that really Persians didn't go to. So for me, the gay concept, I was very exposed to it very early on. I think because my mom is a feminist, she was a part of a lot of feminist groups. And there were a lot of lesbians in feminist groups. I actually, when I was little, I think I was like 7 or 8, I think I asked my mom if she was a lesbian because I thought, because you watch movies and everyone that was in these feminist groups in those days, in the 80s, you were a lesbian. It was like the big butch, type of woman. And, she probably worked at Home Depot or something like that. She's wearing Timberland boots. It was like, so I'm thinking for sure she's leaving my dad. She's total lesbo. So I asked her, but no, she's just all about women being, powerful and independent. And I think that's probably why I became the way I am. Yeah. So that community was exposed to me very early on. And in high school, I had so many friends that were gay or lesbians.
And they were out.
They were out.
A big deal.
They were very out, very flamboyant. I mean, on our cheerleading squad at Westchester High School, we had gay guys on it, the squad. It wasn't a big deal.
I mean, people come out to California. It's the Hollywood. It's like, it's just
LA is different.
LA is different, but
California is different.
California is different, but it's still like, I would say LA is a whole thing itself.
San Francisco. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then you go to the Midwest and it's just, again,
I'm
sure it's gotten a little bit better over the years, I'm assuming. But it's still pretty, wow.
We're going to take a quick break. But when we come back,
it's probably more weird that if he doesn't end up being gay, because all these gay people around him, to be honest with you. I mean, he's got a diva for a mom. I mean, I'm a little butch, but I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know.
What would you do if Elijah one day came to you? It's like, Mom,
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
Or non-binary, or trans, or
I'm LGBT,
okay, which one? Is he coming to me and saying he's gay? What is he coming to me saying?
He's coming to you and just saying, like, at a younger age.
What's the young age?
So let's say around like 12. He starts feeling
12. That's okay.
And you have a great relationship
kids are coming
with
out
him.
earlier these days. Okay, 12 is okay.
He's like, Mom, like, I'm confused, and he's just kind of wants like advice from you.
That's the voice. He's pre-puberty, right?
Yeah.
Pre-puberty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like one chest hair. Like,
like he's Persian, honey. He's already got the whole chest hair. It's coming out the back and the ears. Should have seen him when he was born. It was just a whole rug.
So like, Mom.
Okay.
I don't know. I keep like thinking about this person and this girl and that guy and what he's confused.
He's bi.
So he's bi and he's like
he's not sure what's happening.
He's not sure. What would you do? Like, how would you guide him?
I'll be honest. I'll be cocky first, and then I'll go into a random explanation. I'll be cocky about it and say, I don't think that he'll ever have to come to me and say that, because I think we will have such an open relationship that we'll both already have known, and already it'll just, it'll be something that's just happening naturally, just like being straight happens. You don't come out and say, Mom, Dad, I think I'm straight. No, you don't hear about that. They came out. They were straight.
That's right.
You don't. Why? Why don't we hear those stories? Why is it a story when someone's gay or a lesbian or non-binary? It's like, fuck. Like, treat us equal, but it's a story that I am this. But you better treat me equal to the other person. But look at me now for this title. I can't fucking keep up.
Yeah.
I can't fucking keep up. What was the question?
Mommy, I'm gay. I like boys. I don't know.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think I that's my arrogant,
Like, how would
cocky
you- I would say,
response.
how would you
but I think that
guide
if
him
it was a situation where I have no idea and he feels like he needs to inform me of it, open arms all the way. I will teach him everything I possibly can. I will read to him the best articles I could find for his age or whatever it is appropriate. Maybe meet some people who have gone through that at an earlier age. He's got 2 amazing uncles, Adam and Reza. His godfather Rogerio's gay. I mean, it's just like
so easy.
it's probably more weird that if he doesn't end up being gay, because all these gay people around him, to be honest with you.
I mean,
he's got a diva for a mom. I mean, I'm a little butch, but I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'll love him no matter what he fucking is, as long as he's not a mass murderer. And then I'll just lock him away and do all the killings for him,
Would you would do that for him?
Hell yeah.
So you would kill for him? You would kill other people that he wants to
that's
kill?
the whole thing. I would kill for you. That's what they say. I will kill for you.
So he's just going to give you
I
his
will
list?
Dexter it up, bitch. Dexter
Really?
Part 2, the renewal concept. I will Dexter it up.
Okay.
Plastic. You see the studio?
Yeah.
It's really something else. Why don't you think there's any vents coming in?
No, but you need events
There's
for
a
that. 'cause
hole
then you have
underneath. I built the
dead
stage.
bodies
so
smell so much. You have to have like
we
air
keep the smoke
conditioning.
going so you can't smell. Yeah, they say weed covers every scent. All right, next question from my interview.
question for your interview.
I'll give you one more, sweetheart. Okay, so how about this? I'll do a question for her, you guys. This is what I'll do. So this is interesting. So I was born in America, born in LA, honey, UCLA Hospital. I'm all the Westwood, up to no good. Okay. But I have spent every single year of my life in Iran. Okay. Every single summer, I spent 2 months in Iran. When I was 11 years old, I started going by myself. When I was 15 years old, I was arrested inside the airport as soon as my plane landed, and I was at luggage claiming my bag just because of the way I looked. I was asking for it. I was a bit of a troublemaker. I had, long braids. I had box braids all the way down to my ass. I had my eyebrows paper thin. That's when, the Gwen Stefani paper thin eyebrows were in
No,
style.
we all had that. That's why we all have.
Oh, that was a horrible
fake
phase.
eyebrows
That was a
right
horrible
now.
phase.
So bad.
I had a big nose ring. I had 2 tongue piercings and dark brown lipstick on my lips.
But you were 11?
15.
Oh, right,
No,
15.
11 I started going alone to Iran. 15 I was
Your
arrested.
parents would let you do that?
Oh my God, my mom will sit here and tell you the story. She still cries every time she tells the story about the first time she sent me when I was alone. I had to wear this gigantic
crazy.
plastic yellow necklace around my neck that has like file work that claims that I'm a part of the airline.
Oh my
I'm under when you're a child, like the
Yeah.
airline flies you, right? But when you're going to multiple countries, because there's no direct flight to Iran, but you have to stop in some European country. I have to sit in an airport sometimes. The longest I have been layover is 11 hours, literally as a child. So I cannot exit the airport.
Aren't you were you scared? Were you just
No, I was so about it at a young age.
great, okay.
I mean, no, girl. I threw a principal I threw a chair at my principal when I was 11.
Oh, okay.
I was bad, bro.
Yeah.
I was ghetto bad. Like I would be on the roof right now stomping on this ceiling if I knew, if I were a kid and there were a podcast happening right now. Oh yeah. I'd cut a hole in the ceiling. Easy. Anyway, so Iran is, if you ever hear Reza talk about how he feels about Iran, there's a lot of pain behind it, because Iran doesn't allow you to be gay.
No.
If you're gay, they offer you a free sex change.
Yeah.
If not, then you can't be gay. If you are, you go to jail. And there's a lot of stuff happens. But that is the rule, and it's because it's a country that is run off of Islam, the religion. It is a religious run country. It's tough. It's tough because there's a large community of people who are gay. You can't help it just because the government says, and they have to live in hiding and secret. They can't be themselves. And I think for me, if I were to say what is the most painful thing I have personally witnessed that it comes to the LGBTQIA plus community, I just said it. I say it all the way.
That's really good.
It's when I would see that in Iran and many places around the world, that there's no word for it for them other than evil. And that just hurts my heart, because Iran is one of the most beautiful countries I have ever visited in my life.
Never been,
but to someone like Reza, he will never even give himself the opportunity, even if, you know, maybe this regime got better, to go there, because he has so much anger, you know, towards that. So it's sad to see what suppression looks like, and then know that now I was born and raised in Los Angeles, in California, the lands of gay people in freedom. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So that was a good question for you to have given me about. Yeah.
So how are your views on being in Iran and the gay community there?
I
How's
love
that?
you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love you. I
love.
love you. That was good. I liked doing that. Did you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
It was different. It was like cute. We just got to know a little bit more about each other.
When was the last time you went to Iran?
The last time I went to Iran was right before the first season of Shahs aired, because I knew that
So 12
once
years
it did, I wasn't going to be able to go again.
So you don't. So you don't think right now you could ever? I mean, obviously Reza can't, but
It's
you're like
you
done.
get blacklisted.
You're
Your name
blacklisted.
goes on a list. You step foot in that airport and you go in through
Then you're
customs immigration. There's literally a list, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I told you I was arrested there but literally I was being disrespectful to the country, because I'm in a government-owned building, the airport, and I'm literally, my hair's out. I'm here like, flicking my double tongue ring. You know what I mean?
God.
Like big nose ring. So they held me. They held me for about 6 hours. They held me for 6 hours, and I had no way. There were no cell phones those days. I had no way of contacting my family that were on the other side.
But you were in the jail or in the airport?
No, I was in airport, police station. Airport.
I was gonna ask you like what it was like in jail.
And
like,
in Iran, it's very similar to like countries like Germany, where they don't just carry a little 9mm on the side. It's like a fucking machine gun in their hands.
Yeah.
So when they say some shit, you shut the fuck up. Okay, it's no time for police brutality. You're just dead. That's it. So it's scary. I was scared. I was 15. I was scared. They went through all my stuff. The final question that he asked me that ended the interrogation and he released me was that he kept seeing a similarity to my last name. I kept seeing him. He's like saying my last name and like making comments, like the people, the commanders and all those other people would come in and they would each say my last name. My father's older brother, my uncle, was at that time, for many, many years, the active president of Iran Air, the airline. So he was like a god in the air. So his final question was, do you have relation to him? And I said, that's my uncle, and he's outside waiting for me.
they could have just asked that like.
I
first
think yes.
question,
I think they
just
knew I was
wanted
an
to keep
American.
you.
They
Yeah.
wanted to scare
Just
the
wanted
shit
to-
out of
yeah.
me because my last name is not a common one. You
No,
know,
it's
even in
not.
Iran, it's not a common
It's
one.
not.
It's like it's not
Nice.
even a Persian last name. It's Turkish,
I don't even
so it's not common. But
say it.
I love Iran so much.
So did
I
you
miss
ever
it.
have any like going there before before the last 12 years whatever? Did you have gay friends that were hiding in Iran? Did you have any cousins that were
Hiding?
gay? Anyone that were
No.
like in a closet hiding it from anyone? Or
No.
so you didn't have
Not
to
my
see if
family.
they, like,
No.
anyone that you could directly say that you have experienced it like.
Okay, so one of my parents' friends, I'm not going to name his name, but he's also a famous Iranian singer. He is no longer living in Iran because of that fact that he's gay. He was married to a man. He had to move. He moved to Europe. But yeah, that's and he's our parents' age.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the only person I knew that sort of
And he ran away from
had
it.
an issue, and I think that generation was really tough compared to ours. But yeah, I didn't know anyone else who was just hiding. Anyways, yeah. So that was that. Okay, you wanna?
So speaking of, let's go into our game.
Okay,
So I thought we should still do the game.
let's do the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have questions for me?
I have questions for you.
Okay.
So this is now, just forgive me, I have sinned.
Forgive me, I have
Okay.
sinned.
Okay. You can't get mad.
Hold on. I think I need to. And there's only 2 hits left to this
Okay,
shit, so
take
this
it,
better.
take it.
Jesus Christ. Your questions always scare me, Anita.
So my
always.
question, no, I try to keep him not so dark and deep.
You always say that, and then they're so dark.
I know. I tried.
She's laughing.
I tried.
Fuck. Great.
I
It's
think
about to happen.
I mean, no, I definitely am a little like, like lighter headed right now. But so my questions are really long when I ask you, so you might forget the original question. But I'm going to try to stick to the point. That's my problem with my questions; they're not direct. What is your dream celebrity polyamory group?
Wow, that's a good question.
That's a good
actually,
one.
yeah, that's
I
a
know,
really
I
good
know, I
question.
know.
High five. Wow, that's a really good question.
I told you I'm really stepping it up, man. I gotta come up with good. Okay,
Good job.
So I thought I
okay.
can guide you a little bit if you need.
Oh, it's a guided.
Okay,
question?
so pretty much you can have as many people in this group. It doesn't have to be just a certain number.
Okay.
This is fun. We're gonna make this fun.
Okay.
So you can have, who would be your sex partner, who would be your intellectual partner, who would be the baby daddy partner, who would be the emotional
Okay.
person, who would be your best friend, who would
And
be
they
your
have to be celebrities.
celebrities, yeah. So guys, girls, whatever. You're not gonna. Okay.
Oh my god. Wow.
I'm so happy
Wow.
with my question, and
I feel like this can be an entire
I
podcast.
know.
Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Okay, baby daddy, I would have to say The Rock, because
Really?
yeah, Dwayne Johnson is sexy as
taking
fuck.
notes.
And
Why
the
am- I don't
fact
know
that
why I'm
he's
taking
just
notes.
this gigantic beefcake that has pink nail polish and ribbons on his bald head
kinda
because
cool,
his
actually.
daughter puts them on. Definitely, he's in my poly group.
Okay.
Okay, so
The Rock, okay, I'm
The
taking
Rock
notes.
is for baby daddy issues.
Okay.
I'm trying to think for sexual pleasure. I would definitely, I don't know, it would have to go between Colin Farrell and Johnny Depp.
Okay. Okay.
You know?
Why
Yeah,
am
I'd
I
go
writing
between
this?
the two
I
of
really
them.
don't know why I'm writing this down, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we got intellectual.
Intellectually, I would say Tay Diggs. He's just...
Is he?
Yeah, he's
know much about him,
he's
okay.
got a very interesting take on things. He's a smart guy. He's
Yeah.
like an all around type of smart.
Yeah.
He's fucking sexy as
He is
fuck.
really sexy.
I just got my teeth whitened today, but like,
They look
do you
really
see
good.
his smile? When Tay smiles, he can
see my
show
refl- I
till
see
the
my
back, the
reflection
farthest
in your
back
teeth.
molar, and it's just white.
Yeah.
And they're real. They're not veneers like
Like most of
you know that person on my show that's just is honking, and I'm not talking about Reza.
your oh I know what you're talking about. Your teeth look really great. I could see myself in your
Can you?
reflection. Yeah.
Oh,
So Tay Diggs. Okay.
yeah, I think that's enough.
You could
But I
flip
would like
him-
to.
But then
pick-
you could flip him into like a sexual partner for like a minute too. He could be both.
Who?
Because you're right, Tay
Tay?
Diggs, because he's really hot.
I mean,
But then if you have Colin and you have Johnny Depp, you don't need him. For
But
that
I
purpose.
feel like no. See, I think that each of I'm having sex with all of them. To be honest with you, what are you talking about? But they're each serving a different part of me because
Okay,
each,
okay.
people attract you in different ways. Right? You could be turned on by someone
Yeah.
who's just so brilliant and just get so
That's true.
sexually
That's true.
attracted to
Suddenly,
them.
like,
That's it.
yes.
All bets are off.
That's true. That's
you know what I
true.
mean? So they all have something that I know would lead me to that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd like for them to each have like an Angelina Jolie and a Scarlett Johansson maybe on the side.
Okay.
So they could focus on super sexy women over there. And then I will be their weird / intellectual one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be baby mama one. I don't want to be that. I want no responsibilities. If it didn't come out of my vagina, I don't want to have any attachment to it. Sorry.
Who would be your emotional polyamory celebrity crush person?
I mean, The Rock. I think The Rock would
So
be
he would be
that.
the-
He
yeah.
would be, he's just.
He's like your rock. Like he would
He
be your
is.
rock.
He is.
Yeah.
He would be that.
Like-
That my rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best friend.
Damn, dude. I thought like we had like 100 already. Like my best friend. I don't. I don't know. I would say 50 Cent, but I don't know.
Okay. So
He's a little kooky. He's a bit aggressive, and that might, send me back to my old ways.
So we'll put like
Yeah.
a little question mark by him.
Yeah, put
So
a question
you-
mark next
I
to
put a question
50's
mark next
name.
to
He's
50 Cent.
sexy as fuck, but he's
Yeah.
got that little,
Yeah.
he's coming for people.
Yeah.
Don't owe him that.
Yeah.
Do not owe that man money.
No, I know.
Do
Yeah,
not owe
don't
them.
owe them,
It is
yeah.
better to owe the IRS.
Yes.
Fuck that.
Yes.
Do not owe 50 money.
So there's no girls in here.
No, they need to have their.
So you don't want. So you are no, but that just answers. You are definitely not
Strictly
into women.
dickly.
Yeah, you're into the dick.
Which part of that did I like? Come
No,
on.
I just thought maybe like subconsciously, like you would maybe suddenly be like,
Are you?
oh,
Why
like,
don't we get a lesbian as a guest?
Okay.
And we'll ask if maybe it would be cool if we could find like a lesbian therapist that can say why I feel like, I don't know, why do I seem like I would be a lesbian?
Okay. Well, I have like 5 more questions that I'm going to save.
Yeah, please do.
For next time because
Please
it's fun. Yes.
Please
okay.
do. It's
okay.
getting way too hot in
It's
here.
really
I have
hot.
no more weed left for your.
Oh yeah.
No, barely.
I am.
Barely. I don't know. Well, you can't see.
You're black.
Mine's
I'm
black.
green.
Covered.
Okay, so I think I'm ready to air it
We'll
out.
turn the fan on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for playing a game.
Fan.
Are we saying bye? Bye.
Oh, you guys, the fan is on. I'm back into heaven mode. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like us, please comment, review, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. If you don't like us, you want us to improve. If you have any suggestions on how to stop vaginal area sweat onto the pants, we would love to know because it's only the beginning of summer. It's only going to get hotter, and I do not have an air conditioner.
Or we're hiring someone to fan us while we're in
Thank
here.
you. I
Like,
love you. Subscribe. We got to fan this out.
Thanks for listening to Genuinely Gigi. Download new episodes every week. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And be sure to leave us a rating and review. And while you're at it, check out some of the other great shows available on Straw Hut Media.